AMLH. On 9/21/21, they had a pretty high volume of 385. So as their volume increased, maybe we're going to see some big fluctuation in what's to come with them. They jumped up by 0014 to 0035. With AMLH, their 52-week high was a 0037. American Leisure Holdings, Inc. submits attorney letter to OTC Markets. When we look back at them to when I believe they came out in 2000, you can see a low spot in 2002. You can see where they had broke $2 at one time, and that's dating back 20 years. When we looked at 2013 to 2015, they had a pretty good run in there where they had bumped back up. So as they had fallen down, they came back up for a second. Now, I found some stuff dating in 2018 where they changed positions and they were restructuring some. But if we look at 2017, you can see where they had a jump up and they're at that 009. So they've been slowly rebuilding and restructuring. They came into 2018 with what they had. We went through shadow bank collapse in 2019, pandemic in 2020. In 2021, they're coming back out now pretty strong. And as we look at that, we're heading towards 2022. Now, right now, with them being pink and heading forward, you can look at momentum and you need to start really evaluating your risk tolerance on where you sit with a company like this. American Leisure, I could see them right now. I put a green target box between 003 and 004, where if you buy in now, you're probably in that safe zone. So if they go up but then fluctuate back down, you're still in that safe target area. Where right now they've kind of built through the 001 through the 002, and if they hold above 0025 to 004 and you get in that range, then if they go up and come back down, you're sitting in a safe spot. If they go up and hold, then you're doing good. But if they come back down below that 0025, that's where you really start to question where things are heading. So watching trajectory and all this is key. Making sure your entry point into when you enter in is key. They're a sector of communication services, industry broadcasting. They're based out of Florida. Develops vacation real estate. Company was founded in 2000 and is based in Orlando. As of August 13, 2007, American Leisure Holdings, Inc. operates as a subsidiary of American Leisure Group, Ltd. They do have a Twitter, so if you go on the Twitter at Leisure AMLH, you can check them out. They joined March of 2021. So that's a good sign that they're being transparent with their shareholders and they're starting to put information out there and joining that modern age of transparency. I found where it showed a market cap of 1.85. Now when we look at that, I'd put 3 X's, a green, a yellow, and a red. Right now, going above the 004, you could see this possibly run to a 006. If it does, and you got in around 003, you could see a double up on this. If it dropped below that 003, you need to watch your position, and that would be a great time to buy and then reduce where you are so that way you can better your position. So buying in, and if it's a stock you firmly believe in, then leveraging your position downward if it does drop, and if you truly believe in it, maybe you're just going to keep buying shares even as it's going up. Everyone has their own philosophy and their own strategy. I found where they could touch on energy market with gaming and eSports industry. So it's media. I found this on America Leisure Holdings, Inc. for AMLH authorized shares in 12/20/2020 at $4 billion. If we take that number of $4 billion, look at pink current. I found some stuff on some merger news. We'll have to see what comes of that. So possibly a 006 by the end of the week, or by the end of September. So it's about the longs. Could there be a short squeeze? Tomorrow, we'll always have to find out on stocks. Stocks are risky. Make sure you do your research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm just putting information out there. Things for people to think about. But the risk is always there. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. So we always have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. When we look at 1.85 million, and if we divide that by 4, we get 462,500. If we divide that number by 1 billion, since we divide the 1.85 million cap by 4, if we divide the 4 billion shares by 4, since the calculator goes only so far, and to make this simple, so if we divide both those by 4, and now if we take this number and divide it by the 9s all the way across, we come up with a 0004. So when I evaluate stocks sometimes, as an example of how I value a stock, or when I look at what a stock is doing, I'll look at market cap sometimes, look at the share count, and actually start doing some math to see if what they're showing on a market cap and what information I can come up with is close to what the public value is and what the difference is. So right now, I would say that the public value is 10 times what the book value is. One of the market caps I also found was lower than another one. I took the highest market cap I found. So will it be a $18.5 to $185 million market cap eventually? So it's that risk versus reward. What's your risk tolerance on a stock? When you look at finance and you look at the long, you look at the mergers. Now if you look at it times 10, I am with the industries. Can you see this company being an $18.5 million market cap and being holding a book value, which would give you that safe play of a 003 to a 004. And I think that's a possibility. But that's my perception. At the same time, could that run to a 4-cent stock? And that would mean that the market cap would have to raise tremendously. And will they encounter a reverse split? What are some of the things that they might come across along the way? When you look at 20 years compared to where they were, being up over $2 at one time, and then they drop down, that 20 years later we're getting to a 004. Could this stock, and if you look back, how long is it going to take for this stock just to get to 76 cents? Are you going to be looking back 14 years? Is it going to take 14 years for it to get to $1? So it's on growth potential. If we look at just a year over year, for the last year, they've moved up tremendously and they've shown growth potential. But will the volume match the growth potential? So at the beginning of this, we said that they started moving high volume yesterday on 9/21/21. So will we see that repeat in a pattern? Will we see volume start matching to increase the growth potential for this company to be able to get to the point where enough people are buying in on the volume side, not just selling off? So for the longevity, it's you decide, it's smart choices. Do you value the stock at strictly a 0035 to a 0040? Can you see the stock running 10 times its fold to 4 cents? How long will it take this stock to get to 40 cents? What is your potential risk tolerance, and how long are you willing to wait to see a return on your investment? Is something you definitely have to weigh in these key, what your entry level point is, and then what that risk tolerance is on how long you can afford to hold that stock. So make sure you factor some of these things in when you're looking at stocks. Try to do the best math you can for the best research you find on your own due diligence to give yourself a better peace of mind of what a book value might be compared to a public value and where a stock is rising to. Look into mergers, reverse splits, and do as much homework as you can to understand the road the company might go down to better leverage its position into the future. So I hope everyone has a good Tuesday, or today's Wednesday, my bad. Hope everyone has a good Wednesday.